I'm here in 0605 List, and we are talking about the List button over here in Duik. List is a helpful little tool that allows you to add multiple expressions, animations, and automations to a single property of a layer. Normally, if you want to add multiple layers of expressions to something like this circle's position, you have to write an equation. But if we select the position property and click List, it adds 5 instances of the layer's position in the effects palette that we can animate with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Over here at Position, I'll click on that, and I already have wiggle going on here, a little wiggle expression. But no worries, if I click on List, it will automatically make that list, and it will make that wiggle expression in the first instance of it. So now if I twirl open the effects that was added, and I open the position list, and twirl open 1, we can see that value right there represents the position. And if I twirl that open, that expression is right there already. So if I open number 2, I have another value. This is another representation of the position. So I'm going to go back to the start here, and under number 2 value, I'll just twirl closed 1. I'll make a keyframe. I'll go over to about 2 seconds, and I will change its position with these controls over here, not by clicking and dragging here, all the way to the end. And now I can make this by right-clicking, keyframe, easy ease in, and I'll make this first one, right-clicking, keyframe assistant, easy ease out, so they're easy ease. So now I have the wiggle and I have some motion, but I want to add a ping pong looping expression to this. So instead of stopping, it just keeps looping back and forth and back and forth. And I can add it to the value in number 2 by holding down Option, clicking on the stopwatch, which lets me add expressions, and I can type in my loop ping pong expression by typing lowercase LOOP, uppercase O, lowercase UT. I'll do open parentheses, quote mark, ping pong, quote, and close parentheses. So the loop out ping pong, if I click off, now if I hit the space bar to preview, we have it going back and forth, and we have it wiggling, and we have this value change. And if I just move this a little faster, this will go faster. Now we can add even more to this. I'm closing number 2 and opening number 3. I'm going to value, and I can even add automations that are available in the Duik menu. I'm going to move up to the Duik menu, and I'm going to go over to the automation menu, where I have a lot of different things going on here. I'm going to go ahead and click on swing. Now I'm going to click off of it so I don't accidentally duplicate that. And if I look, I now have a value swing effect. And I can change the amplitude, the frequency of the swing, the offset. So I'm going to change my swing amplitude to way up. And so now this is going to swing back and forth, and it's going to move back and forth and ping pong and wiggle. And I can just keep going and going and going, and this can turn into anarchy. But I'm not going to do that because I think you get the point. There are times, especially when rigging characters, that you'll want to add an expression with automation on a layer's property, only to discover that you've already used an expression on it, and adding a new one might break the old one. List is a great workaround for many of these instances, making it possible to build on top of expressions already in place.